Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. And today we have the Premier League predictions, and we're gonna be doing it today. I have Vera with me today, so we're both gonna be doing our predictions for the Premier League today. So that includes our table. We both made our Premier League tables for this upcoming season. So we're gonna go over that first. Probably we're gonna do predictions like Golden Boot Player of the season, Young Player of the season, assist leader and all that, and the best goalkeeper or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna do all that. Probably near the end of the video, but I guess we'll start off the video with our predictions. So we both made ahead of time. We made some made a slideshow each. So we're gonna screen share both of those, and we're both gonna tell you our thoughts. And yeah, this is our second edition of the Premier League predictions because we did it last year. I don't think I did too well, but hopefully I can do a little bit better this year. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Um, his slideshow and then obviously my slideshow. So so yeah, let's get started. So yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. So yeah, so here we go. So we're gonna start here. This is his slideshow. So we're starting with Veer's slideshow right here. So it's Premier League predictions 2022 to 23 season. So yeah, yeah. So I guess he's just gonna tell us. You can just tell us your thoughts. I'm not gonna do much talking. But yeah. So yeah, or AFC Bournemouth and last. So.
I think AFC Bournemouth are gonna get relegated. I think they're just gonna go back down. They came second. They didn't get direct promotion, or they did get direct promotion, but they were second place, and they haven't made many signings. They haven't
Okay.
made many signings, and they haven't really made any signings.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. You Fulham 19th.
Yeah, I think Fulham's gonna go back down too, even though I think they just signed Leno from Arsenal, which is a really good signing. But I still think they're getting relegated. And they have the Mitrovic guy who scored like 50 goals or something. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
didn't
think they
know
have a
last
good team.
season.
I don't know if they still have Mitrovic, but
They do.
um, they do okay. But yeah, like it seems like every time they come up, they go back down. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a surprise right here. What do you?
Yeah. I think Everton's gonna get relegated. Obviously, they lost like their star player or Charleston to Spurs, and I just don't think Dominic Calvert-Lewin is good enough to you know like score a bunch of goals, and I don't think they can do too well. Like I don't. I think they're going to get relegated.
All right.
Well, Southampton. They're just. They haven't made any signings, and I just don't. There really is like nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Um. All right. Next, Forest.
Nottingham Forest. I think they're gonna. I think they're staying up just because they signed Lingard. They signed Dean Henderson from Manchester United. What? They signed. Yeah, they signed them from Manchester United, and they also. Yeah, that's it. And I just think those are two good Premier League players. Like Dean Henderson, who was with Sheffield, he helped them stay up from from relegation. So I think he can do it again with Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Leeds United, obviously they lost Rafinha, and they didn't. They almost got relegated again. Almost got relegated last year, and they lost Rafinha, but they made a lot of good signings that could help them. Like I think they're gonna stay up, but they made a few good signings. I just think they lack like goals up front. Like they don't have any players that can score early.
Okay.
I think Brentford is finishing 14th because they lost Ericsson to Man United, and I don't. They haven't really made too many signings this season.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Crystal Palace. I don't think they've made many signings, but last season, They did really well under Patrick Vieira as the manager. He's a really good debut season, and I think I think they're gonna do really good, pretty good for them.
Okay, yeah. And then you have then you have Wolves 12.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess because Raul Jimenez, I think he's injured. Maybe I'm not sure. Or he ever since the skull the injury thing, I don't think he's been the same since before. I don't know if Ruben Neves is leaving or anything. I mean, obviously, I think they got Pedro Neto back because he was on injury, so I think that's going to be good for them. I think he's a very good player.
Okay, yeah. And then as you guys know, like we're doing this, I mean the transfer window doesn't close until next month. So, these are just our predictions since the season does start in 2 days. I'll be doing my match reaction to the Arsenal game, which is the first game of the season. So, yeah, there's still transfers to come. There's still a lot of teams could still improve. Like you said, Ruben Neves could move. Frankie de Jong could potentially move. I'm hearing he might be going to Manchester United or Chelsea. So yeah, there's a lot that can be done still, and there's a lot that could just change the course. Obviously last year we did our predictions. Like after that, Ronaldo joined about a month later after we did our predictions. But yeah. So yeah, you have 11th Brighton.
I think Brighton is gonna do worse than last season. I'm pretty sure they just lost two of their best players, Cucurella to Chelsea and Yves Bissouma to Tottenham. So I think they're gonna do worse than last season, but still pretty good.
Oh yeah. I mean I feel like with them. I mean I'll go over them with them in my guess. So I'll say my thoughts for that. But yeah, so you have 11 Brighton, 10 Newcastle.
I mean, Newcastle's gonna start I think they're gonna start going into the top 10 now. They got the $1 billion owners and stuff. I mean, I think they're gonna start getting top 10 regularly now. And they signed, I think, Botman, who I mean he's a pretty good center back, and they already have a pretty good team with they already have a pretty good team. So.
Yeah. Oh Villa.
I mean, Aston Villa last season they kind of underperformed, but this season I think they can do better. Obviously, they signed Felipe Coutinho permanently, and they got that one Diego Carlos for center back, and I think that's a great signing. I mean, they needed more defenders, and Coutinho can provide assists to the attackers and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then you have 8th. Oh, Leicester. Okay.
Yeah, I think Leicester's gonna do better than last season, just because they don't have any European competitions. Like last season, they had the Conference League. They were also in that competition and the Premier League. So I think their main focus is the Premier League. So I think they're gonna get 8th.
Oh, okay, yeah. And there's also, I mean, the window's still open, but I guess we're assuming that like Tielemans is still playing with them and all that, so he's a key player that could leave. But yeah, I'd assume he'll be staying, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay, this one I have problems with here. So since I'm a Man United fan, but what are your thoughts? Why
Okay.
why are you putting them so low into the Conference League? Why are you doing this?
The only reason I'm doing this is they're losing Ronaldo. He's probably their best player.
Or you're just doing it
And
to troll?
no, I'm not. No, I'm literally not. They're probably gonna Ronaldo's probably gonna leave. And
I
then
don't know.
and then if you guys don't get De Jong, then I don't know. You definitely finishing 7th. I mean, in the defense problems, or you signed Lissandro Martinez. That's a great signing. But I still think that you still have a lot of defensive problems, and I mean, I think maybe next season they'll have a better chance with Ten Hag. I think he's a great manager,
Wow.
and yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll get to my thoughts on United after this, but yeah. Hold on. Okay. So next you have West Ham.
I mean, they're just a solid team. I just pretty much just switched West Ham and United from last season. I mean, really is nothing else. I just think West Ham has a really good team. So
Okay. Okay, and then you have Arsenal fifth.
I mean, I think my top five is just the same as last season. So I mean, Arsenal. I just don't think they can beat Tottenham or Chelsea to top four. I mean, I know they signed Gabriel Jesus, and I think they signed someone else. I don't know, but yeah, I just don't think they'll be able to.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I think I mean, there's a lot of competition, so yeah. I mean, you're fourth. This is the Champions League now, so
I mean,
yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur. They probably had maybe the second best or best transfer window this whole season. They signed Richarlison, they signed Bissouma, they probably signed a few more. Oh, Lenglet on loan. I mean, I think they're still gonna finish fourth. I mean, I don't know. I just yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
But like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
front three of Richarlison, Son, and Kane, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
They're looking good. I mean, they. I think out of the Premier League teams, I think they have the best window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but okay. Then you have third Chelsea. So I think you have the same top four. Or we'll get to it. But so you have Chelsea third.
So yeah, Chelsea basically. I mean, they won the Champions League a season 2 seasons ago. I mean, I think like they're not a bad team. Like they're always. I feel like they're just gonna finish top four this season. Like no matter what they sign. I think they have Cucurella, and they signed Koulibaly, and they signed Sterling. I mean, those are all good players, but they do need a striker. Like that's one thing that they do need. They have Havertz and Timo, but like I
Who are
don't
they even
really know.
linked to? They're not linked to any strikers.
Nobody.
Yeah, I mean they're not even making an effort. So
Maybe
I don't
they
know.
might get De Jong though.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Man United's eventually gonna end up with De Jong. I
I don't know
feel.
about that one.
I think. You
I mean,
second. You.
okay. See, I would have had Liverpool winning the league this year if Man City didn't sign Holland. I mean, obviously Liverpool signed Darwin Nunes for 100 million. I don't know. I don't think he's worth that much. But he's still a great player. I think. I don't know. Like I don't really know what he's good at. So I mean, yeah, Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I
Obviously,
mean
they
he's like.
lost Sadio Mane.
Yeah, I mean he's like their first like real striker, I'd say, that they've had in a while. I think.
Yeah,
Like the start.
they've always had like false nines and Diego Jota.
Yeah, and they had Mane
Never
there. So I
really.
think we know who your champion is, Manchester City. Just give us your quick thoughts on that.
I mean, they won the league without a striker.
Yeah,
Now they have one.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know. This league is kind of getting out of hand. I mean, to do these predictions, I mean, it was tough, but like for the out, like the for like the mid-table clubs, it was kind of tough, but in relegation, but for the top four, it was pretty easy because you know City's gonna win. I feel like they're just gonna easily cruise through this year. But yeah. Yeah, so that's your predictions. I guess we'll do mines and then we'll go to the Golden Boot and like best players and player of the season. So yeah. So I'll share my screen now. Let's see. All right, here mine's is. Let me just okay, slideshow mode. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to start here. So I have 20th, I have um oh, hold up. Wait, can you see the screen?
Yeah,
Okay, so 20th I have Bournemouth. I believe you had the same, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't see them staying up again. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think their squad's good enough to compete with like these other teams and stuff. But but yeah. So um so yeah, yeah, Bournemouth. And then 19th I have Fulham. Like I think you also had that. I mean, I think they still have some decent
Mm-hmm.
players. Like you said, they signed Leno. But I still think they're not good enough. They can't compete with some of the other mid-table clubs to stay up either. Yeah. Oh, whoops, my bad. And then I have Southampton getting relegated finally. I think they haven't been relegated in a while. They've been up for a while, and I think this is the year they finally go down. I mean, they lost like some good players. I think James Ward-Prowse still plays there, um, but I don't know. I just don't see them staying up. I don't think they have the quality to stay up and all that. Who they signed, I don't even know who they really signed. I don't know. But no big signings. Like you've seen some other clubs that have come out of relegation making some big signings, like Nottingham Forest, obviously. And then Bournemouth signed Leno. I mean, Fulham signed Leno, but I still think they'll get relegated. So yeah, those are my three relegation teams. So Bournemouth, Fulham, and Southampton. And then staying up out of Everton, I just don't see them getting. I mean, I think they'll definitely be in the race for relegation. They lost Richarlison, who's probably their
Oh
best.
wait, you know the Tarakowski guy? He also signed for Everton. I forgot about that.
Oh,
The guy
okay.
from Burnley.
Oh yeah. Tarkowski. Oh yeah, he is Tarkowski. Yeah, he's a really good defender actually.
He's Premier
He,
League
he
proven too.
he's really good at keeping clean sheets. Good aggressive defender. So yeah, they got him in. I don't know how much of an impact he'll make. He'll definitely improve their defense. But yeah, I don't think Everton. I don't think. I mean, they have Frank Lampard as a manager. Personally, I don't really like him. We saw what he did at Chelsea. It wasn't great. They were
Hey,
fighting relegation last season. So I still think they will be this year, but I think they will stay up another season. I don't know. They might have to sack Frank Lampard eventually. I could definitely see that coming. But yeah, for Everton standards, they're usually a mid-table club. They can be surprised. Like some seasons, they can be top 10 team. That one season where I think it was like 2020 to 21. I mean, they had a great start to that year. But like it all falls apart. Like these mid-table teams who have a very good run in the beginning, they all fall apart in the end. So yeah, that's what they were. But yeah, I think Everton. This is what I have them at. Leeds, I have them staying up. I think they made some decent signings. They got those two American dudes in like Tyler Adams, I believe. And they got in somebody else. They were trying to get Charles de Ketelaere. If they could have got that signing, I would have definitely had them higher. But AC Milan actually signed him, so they weren't really able to compete with AC Milan, obviously, because they're a bigger club. So yeah, Leeds United 16th. I think they have that American manager as well, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so yeah, I don't see them getting relegated, and I think I see them staying up once again. They're another team that was fighting relegation last year. But yeah, I'm excited to see what Tyler Adams can do because I know he's a great player. When I watch him for the U.S., he's a great player, quality player. For RB Leipzig, he was a great player also, and now he's coming into a lead side with the American manager as well. They signed Brendan Aronson as well, and I'm really excited to see what he can do in the Premier League. And I think this is a good move for him. I mean, I know Leipzig's a Champions League team, but I still think Leeds is a great move, and
they
hopefully he can
signed
help them stay up.
two Red Bulls players.
Who?
They signed Harrison and Tyler Adams. They both play for
Yeah,
the Red Bull team.
yeah. And then I have Forest here. Now I'm really excited to watch this team personally. I think they got Jesse Lingard. I forgot who else they got, but I know this is a good team, and I'm like excited to watch them, and I think they'll stay up. I think this is the team that stays up this year. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun team to watch. They're new. They haven't been in the Prem in years actually, so it's been like 4 or 5 years, I believe. So I'm excited to see them, and I'm excited to see Jesse Lingard. I remember in I believe 2021. Remember last year, he carried West Ham, or not carried, but he was one of the most influential players on that team with Declan Rice. And Declan Rice, and they had a great ending to that season. They were able to get Europa League, I think. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do at Nottingham. We've seen when he leaves Manchester United, he doesn't get playing time at Man United. He doesn't. So it's great to see him go permanently and great to see him get this move because I think he can definitely help Forest and be a quality player in the Premier League. I don't think he's a top 4 caliber player, but he can definitely be a mid-table or top 6 player. Crystal Palace, I think they're finishing 14th. I do not have much thoughts on them. I mean, I think they just finish mid-table every year. They're always like 13th, 12th, or 14th. I believe that will happen again. I think, like you said, I think Patrick Vieira is a good manager, and I don't know. Let's see what he can do this year. They still have Zaha, they have Eze, and they got and then I forgot who they signed. I remember I forgot the guys. Yeah, I don't remember who they signed, but yeah, I know they have some decent players. I mean, Eze's a good player, but just not. He's good, but like not at that top level. Zaha is obviously. I mean, he's been good for a while. I love watching him play. Very entertaining, creative player. Um, but yeah, I think 14th again. I don't know, but yeah, Wolves. I mean, I think it's just fallen apart since that one season. They obviously Zach Nuno, and then last year they didn't do well. Now they're just a mid-table team. We know when they made the Europa League a few years ago, that was pretty pretty crazy. But I mean, it hasn't been the same since. So yeah, I think they'll be 13th. And then they're getting like a Dama Traore back. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna play. Obviously, with his tough spell with Barcelona. So yeah, we have Brentford here. I think after what they did last season, I thought they had a great season last year, staying up and just yeah, I love them. And Ivan Toney's a great player, and great striker in the Premier League. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Also, and yeah, 11th I have Brighton, and this is simply because they lost some key players and the Suma to Tottenham, and then they lost I think Cucurella. I forgot. I think it's either going to Chelsea or City. Um, but yeah, I think I just think I mean I think they have a great manager, Graham Potter. He got them like top 10 last year. That was great. I think he's one of the better managers in the Premier League. And the way he plays, it's very entertaining, a very entertaining style. And I think just it suits Brighton perfectly. But just losing Basuma and Cucurella, I mean that might be bad. I mean now they have Mope, but yeah, I think that might send them down a few spots. Losing those two key players, but but yeah, I think I don't know. Let's see what they can do. I just think Graham Potter, just the style of play he does can really just elevate them. It just makes all the players in the system better. Yo, what's up, AD? What's going on? Yeah. And then we have Newcastle United here. I think that you know, obviously they got the takeover last year, like Veer said. And like I think like just they signed Swin Botman. They're gonna keep getting better. They did really good last year. They signed Bruno Guimaraes in January, so they have some good players there. And I think from now on, I think like you said, they'll finish top 10 every time or a lot of the times, and then eventually in like 5 to 10 years, they'll probably start cracking into the top six, top four with all the money they have. They can spend anything. I mean, they spent like what, like 30 million on Chris Wood in the January window, which was that's way too much for a player like Chris
Yeah.
Wood. They just said, nah, we don't care. We can just because they have unlimited money. They said, nah, we don't care. We can just get that. So that's basically what they did. So yeah, I have them 10th because they can pretty much buy anybody, and like players are convinced by their project. Like Sven Botman's one of the best young talents in Europe. He saw their project, he saw the future, the bright future of this team, and he decided to join. So that's just one of the first examples of a player wanting to go. And there's going to be eventually players that want to go. Like I know the link to Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad. So yeah, there's going to be young, really good talents wanting to come here eventually, and it could be like the next Man City or something. I really don't like this. It's not great for the sport, but whatever. It's okay. Um, Leicester City ninth. I don't know. I just don't think. If they lose Tillmans, that would be a big blow. But like Veer said, they don't have a European competition, so they didn't do great last year because they had that Europa League. They weren't able to play well. I don't even know how old is Jamie Vardy now. I need to look it
Like
up.
35.
Okay, so he's 30. It says he's 35. He'll be turning 36 this season. So yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but yeah, I think they have some good players. They signed last year, and yeah, I just think they'll finish ninth this year because I think there's a few teams that are better than them, and I think Aston Villa is one of them. I think they have Steven Gerrard. I hate this team, bro. I hate Aston Villa. I'm a Manchester United fan. Liverpool are our biggest rivals. So yeah, I just hate this team. Simply, I used to like this team. Before this past season. They had Jack Grealish. I love watching him play. Obviously, Jack Grealish goes to Man City. Now he's on a rival team. Now AVFC. Now they literally have Steven Gerrard, who's ex Liverpool legend. I don't like him at all. And then they obviously have Felipe Coutinho, which that's even worse. But yeah,
Yeah.
because we know what he does to United when he plays them. But but yeah,
He
so
came on and scored.
man, stop. Stop. But yeah, I think just their squad is great. Felipe Coutinho, they have some great players. I don't know how Buendia is. I don't know how he's doing. I think he was a wait. Is he on Villa? Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
ill.
played there last year. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So Buendia was there, last year, and then yeah, and then they have Tyrone Miggs on defense. I think Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper. So they have a quality squad. United on top. Yes, United on top. Let's go. Hopefully, I think we're taking the league this year. Personally, I think that. But yeah, yeah,
With
Aston Villa, like they have a great squad. They have a great squad. Okay, now we have the Conference League. This is one team, only one team I believe gets into the Conference League. And I have West Ham here. It's gonna be the same as last year. Like they'll get into. I think they're playing in the Conference League this year. Um,
yeah.
it's the quad. Yeah, I think we're winning the Champions League, Premier League, FA
You're
Cup.
not even
And
in the Champions League.
yeah, I think we're winning the Champions League.
You're not even in it though.
But I think like West Ham, I think I mean Declan Rice is staying. I mean he's been priced out of a move basically to a top club basically. So, yeah, I think West Ham they take seventh. I mean they have a great squad. David Moyes has done a great job with them over the years. But yeah, now of the Europa League, this is two teams. I think it's gonna be disappointing to share this, but yeah, I have Manchester United sixth. Once again, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. Our transfer window so far has been horrible. We've signed Lissandro Martinez, who I think is a great signing. Ericsson and Tyron Malacia. Those are great signings, but those aren't those top class signings that we were hoping for. We were hoping for Frankie De Jong. Now we're linked to Sesko. Now we're linking. Now we're linked to. I mean, I think that's we just sold Alex Telles to Sevilla. And yeah, it
Loan.
hasn't gone to plan. It hasn't been great. I'm very disappointed, and like Ronaldo, let's see what happens with him. I have a feeling he's gonna leave. But where to? I don't know. Nobody wants him. So I think I could definitely see a scenario where he stays. But like I said in past videos, I posted a video a few years ago. I mean, a few weeks ago about Manchester United. It was called MUFC Update. Or like it was called Manchester United transfer window so far. It was around the time Cristiano Ronaldo requested a transfer from Manchester United. And I said, I'd be happy for him to go to another club personally because I just don't think he belongs at Manchester United because at the moment, if we were playing UCL, it would be different. But at the moment, because he just doesn't deserve to play in the Europa League. That's such a great player. He's never played there. He's trying to break Champions League records. He is Mr. Champions League. He's probably like the best player in the history's competition, one of the best players. I think he's the best.
Personally, I
But
think it's Messi. So.
nah, Ronaldo's better. But I don't know. I just don't. The only problem for me is I don't know where he's gonna go. That's the one problem. But I think if Bayern Munich added him, I think they're contenders automatically. I don't know why Bayern Munich is hesitant to add him, and I would if I were them. Um, so yeah, that's Man United. They're disappointing. To say that, hopefully we can make a breakthrough to top four this year. They're just that good. But
Not
yeah,
though.
I could see us breaking through though. I'm not gonna lie. If we get Frankie De Jong and the way Ten Hag plays, I'm very excited. And this is a project. This is like Sir Alex Ferguson. They gave him a few years. People wanted him sacked and stuff, and then all the success just came in. So I think what we need to do is give this man time. We had. I hate to say this, but like I think the past managers since Sir Alex, Moyes, obviously we know how that ended. Van Gaal, I mean, that just wasn't great. And then Jose Mourinho, just the way he played did not suit us at all. Obviously the fight he had with Paul Pogba.
You
Paul
won
Pogba.
like 4 trophies, right?
Yeah, and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I mean, that's just the guy you can't give time. He's not a top. He's not a like he's managing one of the best teams in the world in the best competition in the world. You can't do that simply. He just wasn't good enough. I know he got a second, but I mean, players were
That
playing
was
really
a
well at the
fluke
time, and
move.
I just think Ollie he wasn't good enough. So you have to give Ten Hag time. I think he definitely is it. He's the best manager we're gonna have since Sir Alex, and I think you just have to give him time, and I think he'll definitely get us to trophies and success later. But it won't come all this season. It will have to wait 1 to 2 years. That's how long the rebuild is gonna take. And then fifth, I have Arsenal. I don't think I could see them cracking top four though. I could actually see them cracking top four. I think what I was thinking about earlier. They signed Gabriel Jesus. That was a great signing. They have a great young squad. That's the only problem. That's what finished them last year. Arteta is still a young manager. Um, just their inexperience was the only thing. I mean, they were getting top four. It was easy for them. It was the top four was right there for them. It was in their hands, and then they fumbled it. So I think they can easily. I mean, no, I don't think they can easily get top four, but I think they can definitely, play as good as they did last year. And, it's a season later, so they're gonna get better. All these young players are gonna get better. Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka, notable ones. Ramsdale in goal, Gabriel, the center back. They have who they signed. Who's the center back they signed?
Ben White.
Yeah, Ben White. I think they got him. So yeah, this
That
is
was a
like,
year.
huh?
That was last season.
Yeah, I know, but I thought they signed somebody else, but I think I'm thinking about Tottenham. Never mind. But yeah.
Right?
So I think Arsenal's a great team, and just they're a young team, so they're only gonna get better if they can keep this core together. They'll be great, and they'll be qualifying for top four soon. But I could definitely see them breaking through, like I said, because it's this next season they're gonna get better. But
They
yeah, I have
signed
them.
Marquinhos.
Huh?
They signed Marquinhos.
Yeah, it's a different Marquinhos. It's the wrong Marquinhos. But yeah. Oh, the Champions League. You know which teams I have here, guys. Tottenham, Chelsea. Okay, so I'm not gonna say it in order. Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Man City. Those are the four teams I have. So fourth, I have Chelsea. I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit. Chelsea's a mid team. They're not good. I think personally, I don't know. I feel like they could definitely finish like sixth or seventh this season.
Then
But
why'd
that's
you
just
put
me.
them at fourth? Then
Oh,
why'd
oh,
you
I
put
don't
them
know.
at fourth?
I don't know. I just since you're a Chelsea fan, I was like, I don't want to make him mad.
Bruh.
But yeah, I'm
Come
joking. But
on.
like, I mean, they have a decent team. I mean, they lost Lukaku, but he was not great last season. They won the Champions League. They didn't do
It's
well
gonna
last.
improve
They got to
us.
two finals and lost both of them to Liverpool.
Shoot.
They lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League. And then I mean, who have they signed? They've signed Raheem Sterling. I think that's a great signing there. I don't know if they still have like Saul Niguez. I don't think he even played much last year. They still have N'Golo Conte. So yeah, they have a good team, and they're obviously a top four, contending team. And Thomas Tuchel is one of the best, or one of the worst managers in the world. Um, and I'm kidding, and one of the better managers in the world. And then you have Mendy also in goal, who's a great player. And they signed Koulibaly as well, which that's just I don't even know. I don't even know what's gonna happen with that. And I don't know. I
In
think
goal.
I don't know. I don't know if he's still on Chelsea or what, but.
Like,
But yeah, it seems as though every time Chelsea wants a player, it seems as though Barca steals gets the player from them.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
See that? Come on, I don't even know what to say. Okay, and then after Tottenham, I think they'll have a good season. They had the best Premier League transfer window in my opinion. They had the most signings.
But not the best.
What?
We all know who had the best.
Midolona that was one of the worst transfer windows I've ever
This
seen.
is the Premier League, not the La Liga. What are you doing?
You were saying, oh, we know who had the best. You're talking about Barcelona.
Yeah, no.
Mid. Okay, and then Spurs.
Sure.
Spurs. I think they had a great window. They strengthened. They finished top four last year. Son is probably their best player. Son or Kane is the best player. Son's on the thumbnail of the video actually. So, yeah, I think Son's in for another great season. Kane. We have Richarlison. They signed Lenglet. I don't know how much that's gonna do. We signed Ivan Perisic, Juves Basuma. So some great players they've signed. That's why I think they'll finish third. I could definitely, but one thing I could see with them is see them flopping. I could see them finishing in the Europa League. Like that's not not possible. I definitely could see.
Yeah, they're Tottenham.
Yeah, I could see them bottling, and I could see like Conte like raging and getting sent. But yeah, I could see that happening. But I think they'll finish third. Signings, I mean, that's just on paper they have such a good team, but you never know. Injuries happen, and then obviously players don't play up to their expectations. So yeah, I could see something like that happen. I think these two are locks. Next week, I think you guys know who my champion is now. Liverpool. I mean, I don't think they'll win just because City's so good. I mean, I think Liverpool's a title-winning team. They're one of the best teams in the Prem. I think they're a Champions League. I mean, a Premier League title-winning team. It's just City's too good. They lost Mane, but they got Nunez, and I'm excited to see what Nunez can do. It's an interesting signing. I think they may have overpaid a little bit, but yeah. So now City. Holland and Manchester City first. I mean, like Veer said, I really don't have much to say. I don't have much thoughts personally because I think Veer said they can win the league with they can win the league without a striker, which means they can definitely win it without a striker. So now they have Erling Haaland, and it's not even fair anymore. I don't think it's fair anymore. So I'd like anybody except like Liverpool or City to win this year.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else.
I hope Chelsea loses, but
I feel like that's gonna happen. I hope Man U becomes relegated.
That's impossible.
That's my personal prediction.
That's not gonna happen. But yeah, I think that's it for my predictions. I guess we'll get to the Golden Boot and stuff like that. But yeah, here it is once again for you guys. That's my top 6. But But yeah, that's it for that. So yeah, let's get into what do you want to do first? We'll do like best goalkeeper, best defender, best midfielder,
Clean
and
sheet.
best attacker.
Oh,
So
okay. Sure.
I'm gonna say best goalkeeper will go to De Gea.
Okay, I guess I agree with that, even though you guys are still gonna
I think
concede like 50 goals.
I think best
He
goalkeeper.
saved you guys so many times last
I
season.
think best goalkeeper last year was De Gea.
Yeah, it was for sure. He
Okay, and
saved you
then,
guys so many times. Like if you guys didn't have De Gea in that one Liverpool when they won 5-0, you guys would have lost like 7-0 if it wasn't
hey,
for
but
him.
you guys can't say if you guys didn't have De Gea because we have him. Deal with it. We have him.
No, but I'm just saying, like if he wasn't playing, like he would
I mean,
have been
but he did.
finished.
But he
It
did.
would
But
have
he
been
did.
like 10-0.
Okay, but
Okay, keep going.
defender of the year. What do you think?
Virgil van Dijk.
Okay, mid Van Dyke. Okay.
Oh my
I think Eric Bailly's gonna win defender of the
Okay,
year.
he's not even on Manchester United anymore.
Uh, now I think Varane's gonna win defender of the year. I think like
Can we be honest now?
yeah, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I think he's gonna have a bounce back year. And he got injured a lot last year, but I think this is his year. I think this is his year,
Oh yes, and I
definitely.
think
And
Harry
I think he's
Maguire
gonna
is gonna
keep
win.
like a lot of clean sheets this year. With Lissandro Martinez and Lindelof next to him. And yeah, and I think Harry Maguire is also gonna be a
Yeah,
contender. For
yeah, I
defender of
think
the year.
he's a contender
Yeah.
personally.
And then midfielder of the year.
Kevin De Bruyne again.
I think Bruno.
Oh my
Personally,
god, come on.
Bruno's gonna win midfielder of the year. All right, fine. Okay.
Really?
Okay, I think let's see. I think wait, no, not Conte.
Yeah, Conte.
No. See, no. I think it's gonna be De Bruyne. I think he's too good. He's like one of the best players in the world. Okay, attacker of the year. I'm gonna go with Son.
No. Yeah,
Actually,
I'm
no, I'm
gonna
gonna go with
go
Rashford.
some too.
Or Ronaldo.
I'm doing some. I'm
All right, I'm gonna go Son. But yeah, Golden Boot. Who do you think's gonna win
some.
again? I mean, he
Yeah.
tied last year, but I think the Golden Boot's gonna be I think it's gonna be Erling Haaland.
Really?
His first, I mean, I predicted Lukaku would win. You did too. I said Lukaku would win the Golden Boot last year.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I think
I
he's
learned
gonna
from my
win. I don't know. I
mistakes.
think it's either gonna be either Mo Salah or Haaland.
Not Son.
Maybe he'll be in contention,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Such a Golden Boot prediction. Okay, bro left. All right, I guess he left. I don't know. What happened there. Let me see. Um. All right, but I guess what was I getting on to? I think the assist leader. Um. Oh, it looks like his Wi-Fi may have stopped. Let me see if this stream. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, I think that assist like playmaker of the season will be I don't know. I want to say I don't know. I want to say all United players, bro, but probably KDB. I think it's gonna be KDB. I mean, he gets so many goals and then he also gets so many assists. Like, yeah, he's such a good player, influential player. He can play the box to box position. He can play the advanced position, so he can play in like a pivot as well as the 8. So I think he's a great player. And I think personally, I think he'll have a great year again. One definitely like a top 5 player in today's soccer world. So yeah, I think he'll win it. I think he'll bag like a good like 10 plus goals, 10 plus assists. We've seen him do that, so I think he'll do that once again. But yeah, so player of the season, guys. I need to get Veer here because I don't know what happened to him. Weird because yeah, I need to go over player of the season. But yeah, I think my player of the season. Oh, okay. So I mean, we already listed a bunch of Golden Boot and like assist winners. So I think one of the guys I named was gonna win. I think it's gonna be. I'd love to see it be like Son or something. I think Heung-min Son is getting for a big season. I think he'll get Spurs top 4. With the great squad that they have. And yeah, I think they'll be a great team this year. Like I said in my predictions, I have them third. So I think Son's gonna win Player of the Season. Hopefully, I think obviously Salah you can put in contention. De Bruyne you can put into contention. And if a defender were to win, I mean maybe Van Dijk. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, no defender really ever wins them, do they? But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where he went, but I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a great season. There's some great signings that are coming. Some mid-table teams have gotten some great players, and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, it's more tight than last year. The title race wasn't great last year. Wait, no, it was. My bad. The title race was great last year. It came down to the last day. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I'm thinking of like the last year, 2020 to 21. City smoked everybody. Okay, years back. Um, but yeah, I think when things like yeah, I think I don't want it to be another blowout. Last year was good, but the thing is with the Premier League, it's literally only City and Liverpool. I'm hoping more teams can contend this year. Maybe Tottenham and Chelsea can really it's the last final day with 4 teams. We haven't gotten that in years. We've gotten just City winning it continuously. Obviously Liverpool that 1 year and City came second. So we haven't had it hasn't been great. Literally the past when was the last time a team other than City or Liverpool won? I think it may have been Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea. Yeah.
And then that was a while ago. That was a very, very long while ago, like 2016 or 2017, something like that. So yeah, it was a very long while ago. So it's not been great. Really want to see somebody else win. I think a league that's more entertaining than the Prem is definitely the Serie A, because this year and last year and the year before, we had no idea who was gonna win. Like the year before, we had Inter win. This year, we had AC Milan win. Now Juventus are kind of back in the mix. It's between them three. So at least we have a really close title race there. That one came down to the last day between Inter and AC. But I really want something like that where there's more than 2 teams just competing for it. It's very frustrating just seeing one team go or 2 teams just blow everybody else out. And we have to close the gap. And I'm personally rooting for teams to close the gap this year. But yeah, oh yeah, one thing I forgot, young player of the season. Oh yeah, and Veer, we went over who do you think is gonna be the best assist, who's gonna have the most assists this season, and who's gonna be the overall player of the season, and then that's what we did. Yeah, so start with player of the season.
Player of the season?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think it would be between Son, Salah, De Bruyne. I just don't think defenders are gonna win that.
But yeah.
I really think Son's gonna have a good year. I know they signed Perisic for the left wing as well. But I really think Son's gonna have a breakout. He already had a great year last season. But I think he's gonna have an even better year. I think he's gonna win Player.
You know who else will? Christian Eriksen with Man United.
Oh my God, you wish.
He will.
He's not.
Bro. And then who do you think's gonna make the top assists? I had De Bruyne.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And then young player of the season.
Haaland,
bro. Oh my God. Okay, I guess I'll say Haaland because I said he was gonna be in the Golden Boot contention, so I guess I'll just say Haaland.
Who did you say for young player of the season?
I didn't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
I just did it, but yeah, that's the guys. I think we went over all the awards, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, most clean sheets. What do you think? Which team?
Personally, I think Edouard Mendy could get the most clean sheets.
Okay.
That defense is very good.
Whatever. Okay.
They're aging.
I don't even know what to say, but
they're 80 years old.
I think Man United will have the most clean sheets.
Let's just cap.
Well, Maguire's gonna have a bounce back. I'm telling you right now, everybody's gonna have a bounce back here with Ten Hag in the system, bro. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. You guys will see them this. I know I put United 6th, but I don't know. I could see them cracking.
Then why would you put them at whatever?
Because it's an initial prediction, so far, what I think is gonna happen. I put Tottenham 3rd. I think they could easily go 5th, or they could definitely even be higher than that. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. Pretty much it for today, guys. I think we went over everything. Hopefully, if not, I can add more. But yeah. So basically, I think we have the Arsenal versus I'm not sure who they're playing game on Friday. So we'll be going live. I'll be going live right after the game. If you want to stay tuned for that, make sure to click on the video. And yeah, I think I already set the time up. It should be around right after the game. Right after the game's done, you can tune in and watch my thoughts on the match. You know, the Premier League's finally back. I'm excited for the season. There's some great teams out there. You know, but I don't think we'll be doing this for like other teams, like other leagues and stuff. But yeah, I'll be doing like a lot of match reactions this year. So watch out for that. And yeah, just Friday's gonna be the first one. I don't think I'll be doing too much over the weekend, but just Friday, and then the week after that, I'll probably do a lot more. You know, there's a lot of good games coming up. I think Man United versus Liverpool is actually coming up in a few weeks, in August, which is gonna be amazing.
There you
I've
go.
never
Yeah.
seen them schedule that like so early in the season, but
I think
it's gonna.
Liverpool might win that game 10-0 personally.
I think we're gonna win like 3-1, Man United. What?
Nothing.
Well, we're gonna be. I'm gonna be doing a preview for that probably, but yeah. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. And thank you guys for watching. And if you do watch it, I'll see you guys in the Arsenal match reaction. And see you guys in the next video.